Hi, welcome to Photon Academy. Welcome to physics classes. In the previous session, we have seen the fundamental concepts of the vectors. Let us see some more aspects of the vectors. Let us see in this session null vector. Null vector. Observe, suppose two vectors. Let us say this is A bar vector, tail to head. Another vector, A bar, tail to head. Two vectors having the same magnitude but opposite directions. Here I quote two vectors having same magnitude, but opposite direction. Then, in that case, if you add these two vectors, observe A bar. This is A bar. The direction is from tail to head. Here. And this is also A bar, but the direction is in the reverse. Tail to the head. So whenever there is a reverse direction, it becomes minus. So A bar minus A bar. It becomes a 0 bar. This is known as null vector. When you are adding two vectors having the same magnitude, but different direction. Yesterday, in the previous class, we have seen that the length of the vector is directly proportional to the magnitude of the vector. So having the same magnitude, but opposite direction. Then, in such a case, sum of this vector, here I quote, addition of vectors leads to null vector. Null vector is nothing but 0. It is also known as the zero vector. Observe this zero vector is having zero magnitude, and no specified direction. Have the clarity. It is having a zero magnitude, no specified direction. That means the magnitude of the null vector 0 bar becomes 0. This is the magnitude. And no particular direction. Have the clarity. Clear? No. you may get a doubt. What is the physical meaning of this null vector? Here, I quote this by means of an example. That is, here I take one example. Observe this. This is XY plane. This is X-axis. This is origin. This is Y-axis. So this is known as XY plane. Suppose if there is a object, it is at a point P at a time T, and this object is slowly moving to another point, another point, and let us say that point is P dash, and the time is T dash. At the time it is T dash. Observe carefully. An object is moving at a point P at a time T to the point P dash at the time T dash. Now observe, when there is the initial moment of the object is present, okay, what is the direction of this vector? P to P dash. Clear? Let us say the vector is moving P to P dash, okay, P to P dash. I am indicating it as PP dash. Let us say again the vector is moving from P dash to the P. It is coming in the reverse direction. Let us see. Again it is coming from the P dash to the P. Then the vector becomes in the reverse direction P dash P. Vectors in the reverse direction becomes P dash P. Observe carefully. Initially, the vector moved from P to P dash. This is the step 1. Next, the object is moved from P dash to the P in the reverse direction. That is P dash to the P. Now, wherever the object was present in the initial point, again, after going to P dash, again it is coming to the same point. That means the initial point and the final point are coinciding. This is the physical meaning of the null vector. There is no displacement at all. Observe, if I say that P dash is a displacement vector, again P dash to P is displacement in the reverse direction. That means the net displacement becomes 0. There is no displacement at all. The initial point and final point are coinciding. Clear? That is the meaning of the physical meaning of the null vector. There is no displacement. First it is PP dash, then again P dash P. Wherever the journey of the object started, to the same point it has come. So that is nothing but displacement is 0. Here I quote, displacement is 0. Displacement is 0. Displacement is 0. So it is a null vector. It is a Null displacement is a null vector in this, since initial final points are coincident. Okay. Let us see. The multiplication of the vectors. Multiplication of vectors. Observe here. Let us say this is a vector A bar, tail to head its direction. If I want to multiply this vector by a positive number, multiplying by a positive number. If I want to multiply with a positive number, let us say 2 or 3, whatever it may. Example I am taking, let us say I am multiplying with the 2, a positive number 2, I am multiplying. Then the new vector becomes 2a bar. New vector becomes 2a bar. And observe this. This vector is like this. A bar vector is like this. Here I am quoting the magnitude. First point is magnitude of new vector. Magnitude of new vector. 2a bar. New vector 2a bar is product of this positive number and magnitude of the original vector. Product of this positive number, magnitude of the original vector. Observe, magnitude is simply given as the modulus of the a bar, original vector. Magnitude of the new vector becomes, new vector is what? New vector is 2a bar. And its magnitude becomes the product of that positive number multiplied with the magnitude of the original vector. This is the magnitude. Magnitude is modulus of this a bar. Clear? Now, observe its direction. Have the clarity about its direction also. Okay. The direction of this vector is same. Second point here I am quoting. Direction of new vector 2a bar, direction of the new vector 2a bar is same as that of the original vector a bar. Clear? Let us see another example. Okay. Suppose this is a vector a bar pointing from tail to head. Suppose I want to multiply it with a negative number. Multiply with a negative number. Example, I am taking, let us say, -2. Earlier I have taken +2, positive number. In this case, I am taking example -2. the new vector becomes minus 2a bar. New vector becomes minus 2a bar. But since it is a negative, so its direction will be in the reverse. This is the direction. Vector is having reverse direction, negative. So I conclude here that first point is, if we multiply with a negative number, the magnitude of new vector, minus 2a bar is the product of that negative number and modulus of the original vector. That is the product of the negative number and magnitude of the original vector. Clear? In case of multiplication with a positive number, simply the magnitude of the new vector becomes product of the positive number and magnitude of the original vector. In case of the multiplication with a negative number, the magnitude of the new vector becomes the product of the negative number and magnitude of the original vector. Modulus stands for the magnitude of original vector. Clear? Now, observe, what about its direction? Direction also matters. Its direction of new vector is opposite to the original vector. Yeah, this is reverse. This was tail to head, this direction. This is tail to head. And be careful, the length of the vector is directly proportional to the magnitude of the vector. Okay. Now, observe. Let us say that, suppose a scalar, let us say lambda, is a scalar having some dimension. Okay. And let us say a bar, a vector having some dimension. Then the product of this scalar having some dimension multiplied with this vector having some dimension, the product of the scalar having some dimension and the vector having some dimension, this product will have the multiplication of dimensions of lambda and a bar. Now the clarity, the dimension of lambda, the product of lambda and a bar will have the multiplications of the dimensions of lambda and a bar. Observe, here I am giving an example. Okay, let us say time is a scalar. Having what is the dimension of this time? Second. Scalar having dimension second. Let us say the velocity, constant velocity. I am putting that constant velocity vector. Constant velocity vector. Let us say it's having the dimensions meter per second. Have the clarity. This is I am indicating as lambda. This I am indicating as a bar. That is a constant velocity vector. For the lambda, time is a scalar whose dimension is second. Constant velocity vector a bar whose dimension is meter per second. Then observe carefully. Dimension of lambda into a bar. That means the dimension of the lambda into a bar is second multiplied with meter per second. Second goes, it gives meters. Use the meter. This new vector indicates displacement. Displacement vector whose dimension is meters. Whose dimension is meters. Okay, because velocity is displacement by time. Lambda is a scalar, seconds. Second goes, remaining is meters, and that meters are the dimensions of the displacement vector. Is it clear? Okay. This is about the multiplication of the vectors. Okay. Now let us see. Position vector. Let us see. Position vector. Observe. This is y-axis. This is x-axis. Y-axis, x-axis, this is origin. Let us say an object is at a point in the xy plane at point P. Okay, object is in the xy plane at a point P at the time T. Okay. Now, to locate the position of this object which is present at P, I am joining the origin to this P. Origin to this. Okay. Origin to this. This is known as position vector R bar, whose origin O to point P. O to point. Clear? Observe here. OP bar is nothing but position vector R bar, indicating the position of the object at the point P at a time T in the xy plane. Indicating the position of the object at the point P at time T in the XY plane, R1. Okay. The magnitude of this vector is simply given as modulus of OP bar is nothing but modulus of R bar, which is simply R. Which is simply R. Okay. And its direction, the clarity, is the direction to P. This is magnitude. First point here I am putting magnitude, because vectors have both magnitude and direction. This magnitude is modulus of OP bar, modulus of R bar, because OP bar is indicated by R bar, and modulus of R bar is simply I am putting as R. And its direction is from O to P. Direction is tail to head. Clear? Now observe. Let us say this object in the XY plane, which is at the point P at the time T, is slowly moving here to the point P dash, and the time at this becomes T bar. Then to locate the position of this object at P dash at the time T dash in the XY plane, again I am indicating it by means of a position vector. Position vector is O2 slowly up to the P dash. OP dash is the position vector indicated as R bar dash. Okay. Now the clarity. Initially the object was at the P at the time T in the XY plane. To locate the position of the object, I have connected origin to P point, indicated the OP bar by means of R bar, and whose magnitude is OP bar, modulus of R bar, it becomes simply R. Direction is from O to P. Similarly, meanwhile, as the time passes, when the object is moving in the XY plane from the P to the P dash at the time T dash, to locate the position of this object, if I am connecting from the origin to P dash, this becomes the position vector R bar dash. Clear? R bar dash. And observe the magnitude of this R bar dash. See, first one is magnitude. Of R bar dash. What is R bar dash? OP bar is R bar dash. This is a vector. And what is its magnitude? Modulus of OP bar, which is equal to modulus of R bar dash, which is equal to simply R bar. That is the magnitude. And what is its direction? Its direction is from O to P dash. O to P dash. Is it clear? Position vectors are used to locate the position of an object in a given particular plane. Here R bar and R dash bar are the position vectors. And its direction already I have told. O to P dash. Clear? Now observe carefully. Here in this case, okay, this P to P dash P2. Object is moving from the P to P dash. This P to P dash, object is moved, displaced. This is known as displacement vector. This is known as displacement vector. Clear? I am indicating it as P to P dash. Object move. Then PP dash is known as displacement vector. Displacement vector. Okay, this is P dash. The clarity. P dash. Okay. Now, you have to be very careful. Let us say, here I am giving one simple example. This is the XY plane. This is a XY plane, X-axis, Y-axis, origin. Let us say, initial point for an object is at P, and object is traveling to the point Q, traveling to the point Q. Okay. And observe that while traveling from P to Q, let us say object moved to a point A, then it moved to point B, then it moved to point C, then it has finally reached to the Q. Finally reached to the Q. That means during its travel, the object moved from P to Q, and the actual path moved is, here I am putting actual path moved is what? Actual path moved is P, A, B, C, Q. P, A, B, C, Q. Okay. This is the actual path move. But what is the displacement? Displacement is what? Object is moved from the initial point is where? P. Final point is where? Q. So simply object is moved from initial to the final point. Displacement vector is what? PQ. Displacement vector is PQ. PQ. Be careful. That means the magnitude of, the displacement vector PQ, or the length of the displacement vector PQ, is always less than or maybe equal to the actual path moved by the object. In other words, actual path may be more, but the displacement vector is always equal or less than the actual path moved. Clear? Observe. I am giving another example for the same thing. Let us say from P to Q, from the P to Q, okay, while moving, let us say it has moved from the P in this path during a point E. Again, it has come to the final point Q. What is the actual path mode? Actual path mode is what? PEQ. That is the actual path mode. But what is the displacement vector? Initial position to final position. Initial position to final position. PQ. PQ bar is displacement. That means here I conclude that magnitude of displacement vector vector is always less than or equal to the actual path moved. The actual path moved. Have the clarity. It never becomes more than the actual path. It will be always less or equal, but it never becomes more than the actual path moved. That is the magnitude of displacement vector. Displacement. Clear? Okay. Now, here, when you take up the notation for the vectors, okay, when you take up the notation for the vectors, generally we make use of unit vectors. Unit vectors. What is a unit vector? A unit vector is a vector which has unit magnitude in a particular direction. Have the clarity. What is the meaning of the unit vector? It should have unit magnitude. It is 1. Unit means 1. And having a particular direction. And how the clarity? Unit vector has no dimension. No dimension. Okay. It's unit. That's all. This is 1 unit. Clear? Now, when we take up the vectors, let us say I am taking A bar is a vector which is denoted as AX I bar plus AY J bar plus AZ K bar. This is the notation of a vector. Notation of a vector in three-dimensional XYZ plane. Okay. I am denoting vector A bar as AXI bar plus AYJ bar plus AZ K bar. Have the clarity where I bar, J bar, K bar are known as unit vectors. unit vectors along x, y, and z directions. Clear? I bar, j bar, k bar are unit vectors. These are all unit vectors along which direction? X direction, y direction, z direction. Here I show you. Observe, this is a three-dimensional plane, x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis, RS. This is the RS. Clear? Now, I bar is along x-axis and j bar along y-axis and k bar along z-axis. I, j, k are unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Clear? And here I quote, where ax, comma, ay, and az are known as components of a bar, along x, comma, y, and z axis. Okay. A bar, ax, ay, and az. Ax, ay, and az are known as components. Components of what? Components of a bar along which direction? X direction, y direction, and z direction. Here I indicate. So ax is a component along x-axis. Ay is a component along y-axis. Az is a component along z-axis. Okay. Now in the three-dimensional plane, if I represent a vector a bar, this a bar is having a component ax along x-axis, a component ay along y-axis, a component az along z-axis. And where I, j, k are unit vectors along x, y, z axis. Is it clear? That means any vector is shown in terms of the components and the unit vectors in the above manner. Here I am putting again. A bar is a vector shown in the three-dimensional plane, and its component along x-axis and unit vector I bar along x-axis plus its a bar's component along y-axis ay, unit vector j bar along y-axis plus a bar's component along z-axis az, and unit vector k bar along z-axis. This is the complete representation of vector in the 3D in 3D plane. Okay. Suppose let us say I want to represent only in the 2D. Let us say this is x-axis, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, origin. I want to indicate a vector. This is a vector A bar. What is this plane? 2D plane. How many components A bar will be having? Only two components. One is along x-axis AX. Another is along y-axis AY. What is the unit vector along x-axis? Along x-axis unit vector is I bar. Along y-axis unit vector is J bar. Now, how can I represent this vector A bar in 2D? Representation of this vector A bar is in 2D is its component along x-axis AX, unit vector along the x-axis plus its component A bar's component along y-axis AY, unit vector along y-axis J bar. This is the representation of the vector in the 2D plane. It is in the 2D plane. In 2D plane. Okay. That means a vector is represented with the help of its components and unit vectors in the above manner, either in the 3D, or in the 2D. Is it clear? Now, how do we represent unit vector? Okay. Suppose let us say unit vector I need the unit vector of a vector A bar. In the 3D I am putting I bar, AY, Z bar plus AZ, K bar. This is the vector. This is the vector. AX, I bar, AY, J bar, AZ, K bar. I need the unit vector of this. Okay, unit vector of this is simply represented as unit vector unit vector notation I am giving. A cap. A cap is original vector A bar by modulus of that vector. Modulus is nothing but magnitude of that vector. Original vector A bar by modulus of that vector. Modulus is nothing but magnitude. It's magnitude. Okay. What is original vector? What is original vector? Original vector is AX I bar plus AY J bar plus AZ K bar. What is the magnitude of this vector? Original vector square root of AX square plus AY square plus AZ square. This is the magnitude. Have the clarity? This is magnitude. Okay. This is A cap is a unit vector representation. That means if I need the unit vector of A bar, what should I do? A bar original vector by magnitude of that vector. This is the unit. Clear? Having unit magnitude and no dimension. Unit is the dimension. It is showing a particular direction. The previous cases, I told you that I bar is along x direction. I bar is a unit vector. J bar is along the y direction. It is a unit vector. And K bar is unit vector along the z direction. It is showing the particular direction. Clear? This is about the vectors. How the clarity, whenever you take up magnitude of vector, magnitude of vector. Clear? Suppose, let us say x bar is a vector, x bar is a vector. Its magnitude is indicated as modulus of x. Okay. A bar is a vector. Its magnitude is modulus of A bar. Okay. And be careful. Whenever a vector is given, modulus of that vector is magnitude, and magnitude becomes, suppose A bar is vector ax, I bar, ay, z bar, az, k bar. Modulus, magnitude of that vector is square root of, always remember, square root of the component square, ax square component, ay square component, a. This is in 3D because we have taken the vector in the 3-dimensional. If you need a 2D, vector, let us say in 2D, in 2-dimensional plane, the vector is A bar and AX is a component along x-axis, I bar is unit vector, AY is component along y-axis, J bar is unit vector, then modulus of A bar becomes square root of component of x along x-axis square along y-axis. This is in the clear. Hope you have understood the fundamental concepts of the vectors. If you like the video, please share it and subscribe the channel. In this session, we have discussed multiplication of vectors, null vectors, and also the unit vector, position vector. Thank you very much.